Ooh. Okay, so this video is a day in the life of my eating. No. So this video is all about what I eat in a day as a 21 week pregnant lady during a working day, as well as not having done a food shop in about 2.5 weeks. So I've had to be really creative. I've just come home. This is actually Monday, and I'm going to be filming my Tuesday's day of eating because I'm working all day and I wanted to film it tomorrow. So before I do that though, because my lunch is going to be leftovers, I want to show you what that looks like. So I've quickly run to Waitrose straight after work. Not one run, I drove. It's too cold to run. And I wanted to go through what I got because I knew what we were eating from a meat perspective. I always base my meals around meat. So I've defrosted this and pork chops. We had a bit of a palaver at the weekend, but long story short, the milk dropped out of the fridge. The milk went under the fridge. We needed to move the fridge to clean it up so it didn't stink out the place. And we basically ripped the floor, which is really annoying because this kitchen is less than a year old and I love this kitchen and I designed it, and I'm really upset because it's a brand new kitchen and we ripped the floor anyway. In the process of pulling the fridge out, the plug socket must not have been fully connected or something, and we only realised like a day and a half later that the fridge wasn't re-plugged in after we'd sorted it all out. So everything was defrosting, everything was going cold, so we've had to really like salvage everything, pork chops being one of them. So I knew we were having that, so I went to Waitrose and thought, like, what can I buy? I love going to the reduced section because Waitrose is really expensive compared to Aldi and a lot of other supermarkets. So I did get extra thick double cream. This was £2, way more than I'd usually spend if I bought it in Aldi. But I did manage to save on everything else. So I got chestnut butter mushrooms for £1.39. And then I also got asparagus tips for £1.69. So trying to make the most of those reductions on a Monday. Obviously the pork chops, I don't know how much they cost when we bought them. No, it doesn't say it on the packaging, but they're from Aldi. So in total, I want to say this whole meal, and it would serve 2 to 3 people, would have cost us around maximum £4 per person. But that's going to be my leftovers for lunch for my day tomorrow that I'll be focusing on when it comes to what I eat in a day. But I just wanted to show you that in advance because I do feel like it's cheating. If not, I really try to avoid eating out and buying pre-made products because 1, they're expensive, and 2, they're not great for you. And just
motion detected at the front door.
And just getting into the habit of just like meal prepping and doing all of that. So I thought that would be really useful. I'm going to be going through what I eat for breakfast, lunch and dinner and all my snacks throughout the day, despite not having gone for a food shop. So I'm going to have to really look and dig deep and find things in the cupboards. So I start by filling up the pan with rice. I basically allocate 2 handfuls of rice per person. And since I'd like to have enough for lunch tomorrow for 2 people, I'm going to be a bit generous because I get hungry during the day. Once that's done, I start washing the rice just to remove the starch, and it's something that my family does, so I do it. So whilst the rice is cooking for my lunch tomorrow, I am just going to go through what I found in the cupboards. So I've got these, which have been hidden at the back. They're just like these protein bars. I've never had them before. They've probably been in the cupboard for like a few months. Their best before is 21st of the 7th, 2025. So they're still good. There are also these Fibre Now bars, which this is a peanut butter one actually, so I don't mind that. But the other ones I don't like, so that's also an option. And then we've got these ones. So I love a Fulfill. Managed to find that. That's probably been in there for ages. Oh, best before 10th of the 1st, 2025. Risky. What day is it today? Probably past the 10th. I'm going to be eating that tomorrow. I'll risk it. And then I'll save the rest because they last a bit longer. Oh, and then we've got these leftovers Skinny Whip wafer bars from Aldi as well. So I'm not going to go for those. I'm going to go for the Fulfill bar because it's going off soon. Has gone off, or best before date has expired. Hello, Biggie. I've also managed to find yogurt, although I dropped it, so it's kind of opened already. So I don't know if I should eat that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll eat that for breakfast. And then I've also got some grapes. So I'm going to wash the grapes and just put them into a Tupperware and take those with me. So they are the foods that I've been able to find. I've obviously got my lunch and then those snacks around it. So hopefully that'll be enough.
Then start washing the mushrooms and start chopping them up into thin slices, or as thin as I can get them. And I forgot to mention that I pre-cut the potatoes and put them in the air fryer, so just so that they're ready for when I am ready to start frying them. I can't remember whether I mentioned this, but I got my £1.69 asparagus from Waitrose, so I start prepping them for frying. They could just be left on the side just so that they are out of the way while I'm waiting for other things to cook. I think I also forgot to mention that I got my 99p potatoes from the Too Good to Waste section in Waitrose as well. What an absolute bargain, especially if you are using them on the same day. I also think that potatoes can be used outside of their date. You just have to cut off all of the outgrown parts that occur. Oh gosh, I'm so forgetful today. I also forgot that I defrosted a pre-made meal that I'd made a while ago, which was beef, potatoes, kidneys, carrots in a thick gravy sauce. Because I don't think I'll have enough dinner for enough leftovers tomorrow, I'm going to start cooking this for a backup and decide what I do when I start to see everything cooking. But most likely these are going to be my lunch for tomorrow. So I've added some beef stock to the beef just to make it a little bit easier to stir and liquidize it a bit more. And then I follow this up with some double cream just for extra flavour and creaminess. I then mix that into the rice. I then start to heat the pan for tonight's dinner, add the mushrooms in and give that a good stir. Meanwhile, I fry the pork steaks. I always find frying pork steaks really hard because you don't want to undercook them because you'll get food poisoning, and you don't want to overcook them because they can be really tough to chew. Once everything's cooked, I then add cream and let that just simmer for a little while. I then start plating up and put the food for tomorrow's lunch into Tupperware. I then start frying the asparagus, look how green that is, and then start to plate that up. Yummy, yummy. Morning, so it is the start of the day, and I have started by making my morning protein shake. So I'm currently using Optimum Nutrition's whey protein, which is banana flavoured, for my morning protein shakes. I use 1 scoop per day, followed by Outpost Barista oat milk, because I don't really like the taste of cow's milk in a protein shake. It's just too filling for me. And I love the taste of the oat milk, but only the barista style. And this is the nicest one that I can find that doesn't have any rapeseed oil. So that's why I use this one. I then find all my lunch bits and pack them in my lunch bag for the day to come. So I take these morning supplements: magnesium, omega-3 and vitamin D, also some antihistamine, which I buy from Amazon. However, since being pregnant, I have not been as consistent with taking them, just because of how I feel, the nausea. Maybe sometimes I wake up and I'm sick, and that can really throw my day. I also just have not been great at being disciplined when it comes to taking supplements since pregnancy. Just before work, I do my morning dog walk. It's a beautiful morning. The air is super crisp and cold, but there's no rain, which makes me extra happy.
So it's just home 4 p.m. I've just arrived at Aldi. I've eaten all my lunch, like my packed lunch. I've seemed to have lost my grapes though. So they're either at home or, or they're in the car somewhere. They might have fallen out. So I'm going to have a little look, get a shopping bag, go to Aldi and do some food shopping. I thought I defrosted chicken to make... Sorry, I'm leaning my phone against the steering wheel and it keeps sliding. I was going to make something chicken based tonight, and I think I've forgotten to defrost chicken. So I needed to go to Aldi anyway. So I'm going to do a quick food shop, not like my full food shop, and because I need to get back for the dog. But the main thing is I do not want to cook tonight. So I'm going to just get an oven thing that I can put bung in the oven, and I really fancy like salmon en croûte or something like that. So I'm going to have a look, see what's available, pick up some bits and go home and make dinner, because I'm really hungry today. I've done a lot of exercise and movement and just entertainment and lots of things of talking to people, so I'm feeling that hole in the middle of your stomach where it's like I'm really hungry. So that's the plan for this afternoon.
I am super hungry and won't be able to have dinner for at least half an hour. So I've bought these chicken skewers to snack on my way home, just to keep me going, because this baby is hungry.
guys, so I have just got back from Aldi. I've just done the dishwasher and I'm going to just go through my shop. It's a bit of a freezer shop. Well, what I would call a freezer shop, because it's just things that you can easily just grab from the freezer when you feel like it. A lot of the stuff is like Friday night stuff as well. So what I try to do is on a Monday to Thursday, eat very more moderately well. Friday night's a bit of a cheat day. I hate that word, but it's a cheat day in the sense of I can eat what I want. And then Saturday and Sunday is really hit and miss because we could be out seeing family, it could be out seeing friends. Who knows what's going to happen on the weekend. But that's how I try to kind of base my week. So most of the stuff here wouldn't be things that I eat on a daily basis, but I'm going to go through it with you anyway. So tomorrow I'm going to be making a kale and spinach salad with my dinner. So that's fresh food that I've got for that. Also, the fridge is poorly located when I'm filming. So just some topper-uppers. We've got wheat bananas every day, so I'll hang those there. And then this is for the salad tomorrow. I've also just topped up on these. I never used to get these, but they're just really nice when you're pregnant and you just don't know what to eat and you just want chocolate. There's some nectarines. So I usually go for grapes, but the nectarines look really yummy. So I bought myself some nectarines. They're not soft yet, but they are getting there. So I'll probably start eating them tomorrow. So this is what's for dinner tonight. There was a choice of salmon en croûte or this cheese and spinach salmon Wellington, which looks really good. It was much cheaper. I think it was much cheaper. Let me just double check. So $4.69. I think it's the same as salmon en croûte, but maybe less, less quantity. So the price for the salmon en croûte I think was the same, but this serves 4 and that sort of serves 2. So a lot cheaper. So I'll be putting that in the oven soon. And then this is all my kind of freezer stuff. I just have to check. Yep, freezable. So chicken Kievs for when I can't be bothered to cook. Vegetable spring rolls, because I'm fancying a kind of home Chinese. I think Sam's going to cook some sweet chili chicken or beef soon. So I've also got some duck rolls. So this is what I've got, my duck rolls and my spring rolls. Okay, they are delicious. Don't know if you've ever had them from Aldi, but they are so nice. And then more freezer stuff. So haddock fillets for when we just fancy a fish and chips. So these ones are the ones that I've got. And then king prawns because I fancy having this barbecued. So you cook the prawns on a skewer in the barbecue, and it's in a mayo-y pita bread. Delicious. So freezer stuff, more freezer stuff, chicken thighs. I really fancy a Jamaican jerk chicken thigh in the barbecue as well. I know it's still cold, but I'll make Sam stand out there and do some cooking. And then we've also got this one, which is prawn toast. I've never had them before from Aldi, but we will see how they go. So that is pretty much it, except for the feta, which is for the salad tomorrow, and the mince, which is for a freezer dish. We've already got some mince, but this is just to top up because I'm going to use it soon. And I've been craving melt in the middle puddings. If you've not tried these are delicious. They are such a treat. They do have to be in the fridge, and these ones go off at the end of the month. So I'd have to eat them by the end of the month, but realistically, they're probably going to be gone tomorrow or by the end of the week because I can't resist them when they're available. I've also been eating these, as I made aware. I think I've had about 10 and there's 30. So, and then my final bag, less food, some dog stuff. Got this for the baby. So my sister-in-law has these cups and apparently they're amazing. I know the baby's, it's a long way for 12 months, but they are basically like cups, sippy cups. Like you drink like a normal cup, like but they don't leak. You have to like, it's a very interesting mechanism. So I've treated myself to that because it was in Aldi. It was like £4. And I can imagine that that's a lot cheaper than if you buy it at normal price. I was going to get it anyway, so even if it's the same price, I haven't lost anything there. Then I've just bought some of this. Now, we don't usually give Biggie kibbly type things, but he really liked it recently. He's just staring at me behind the camera. He really liked it, so I'm going to try and add that into his current diet. Sausages for the freezer. Have you ever tried air frying sausages? Really nice. So before, I'd always make Sam lunch and he'd never take it to work. He'd always eat out. And that would really annoy me because it would just be such a waste of food. So I stopped doing that, and now he's gone back to doing that. So I need to have food available for him. And so I've got him these backups just in case I haven't made anything and he wants to make himself something easy like tuna rice. I'm not a big fan of the Mexican style rice. I'm also very happy to cook my own rice from scratch, but he likes these packs. So that's why they are there. Last few bits. Lemons, because I'm having a lot of lemon and honey at the moment for my cough. Cheddar cheese, my favourite. I've really missed having nice cheese, because when you're pregnant, you're not advised to have cheese with rind on or soft cheeses or certain things with bacteria. So cheddar is one of those things that I can have, and I do like it like this. Even though I can buy a block of cheddar and cut it off, it's just so much easier, especially if I want to take it on the go. And then my last two bits are just some dog treats. Biggie loves these, and they're nice because they're small, so they last really long. And this, I just was a sucker and completely bought into this lavender massage lotion for babies. I'd really want to baby massage, so it was there and I bought it, and it was in the special buys, so yeah. And then finally, crumpets, because they're a really good thing on a Sunday night if we've had a big lunch out and we just want to have like cheese on crumpets. So these will also go in the freezer. And that's it.
So I have a confession. I found these in my pocket, and I am all about transparency. So I did actually have 2 Galaxy celebrations today whilst I was on the go. So I finished the day with my dinner, which is broad beans and edamame beans mixed together with some salt and chilli for Sam, not chilli for me. And I also have a bit of sweet corn because I love sweet corn. And I top that up with some salmon en croûte.